We be recording.
So it's the day after everything kind of mm, met its head, I suppose, of talking to Emrys, finding out what happened, making sure that your information, at the very least, had some substance of information correctness. And Arthur, you recognized that Lex had gotten more, at least a different set of information than the rest of you had gotten, especially probably you. And you had asked to talk to him later, or tomorrow, as it turned out. And he kind of ushered you out of the base again, not wanting to be by prying eyes or prying ears, and just to lead you back down to where you had found him the day before, with Aster and with Vince. And he doesn't say anything, seemingly waiting for you to bring up the topic.
So what did he tell you?
He said my parents didn't, I guess in a manner of speaking, they didn't want me.
Ah,
I know that's not directly what he said, but it's the implication that I was unwanted.
how are
And I
you doing?
don't. Me?
Yeah.
I'm better than yesterday. Aster has a way of talking to people when they're down in down in the dumps, I guess. Can't
But
say I'm not
not
the worst I've ever been,
I mean,
but
who wouldn't?
yeah. What about you? You seem different after something that happened yesterday.
What God, where do I start? The fuck up after fuck up he was making, and then was contemplating making another fuck up until I said that wouldn't help anything. Um,
Oh, so this is just his whole thing. Do you think he's on the spectrum?
I don't know. I'm not qualified.
You're not, but as someone who keeps getting told that he is, I think I have some jurisdiction in the matter. And he kind of
Mm,
smiles over at you.
right. I've, I found out that apparently the people in the background are, well, the time loops started around where we meet, well, at where we meet.
The smile kind of falls. Not fully, but he is listening.
And apparently the people in the background are trying to break something. I Nothing more concrete than that.
Do you have any theories on what they might be trying to break? Other than our spirits, I suppose.
I Other than it, no, only a theories, nothing even close to being like the lead main.
Well, theories can always get you somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why it would be so important that it's there specifically.
Do you think it's the farthest back that they can reach?
Could be.
And that's what they're trying to break? Wouldn't that be
God
terrifying?
sucks. This is that point specifically. Such an important point in my life.
He kind of laughs. It's like, yeah, it is pretty important. It definitely solidifies a bunch of different things.
I guess everything branches out from there.
I wonder if they're trying to prove a point.
Oh?
And he kind of looks away from you out towards the ocean, and he seems displeased with the sight, or at least displeased with something he's seeing. I wonder if they're trying to prove that it's useless to a point. It's that some things are bound to happen, and they're one of them. I mean, we've seen egos like that in history books.
I can see where you're coming from. That would make. Though it's. Is it trying to prove that to us? Or just in
I
general
don't
to
know.
other people?
I don't know. Considering how they've been going about everything, I don't even know if that's true either. We've seen them go to people in power and instead of threaten them, befriend them, show that they're harmless and that they just want to talk. That's not an ego, that's a plan, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I
They.
just,
Yeah.
I, he seems hesitant about something.
Mm-hmm.
I, this is gonna sound a little strange, but the first loop, before everything happened, it, they approached me, wanted to work with me. I said no. I was already content, happy, didn't want my life to change. And then the loops started, went back to square one. And I wonder, I can't help but wonder if I maybe could have stopped it. If I just agreed.
I don't think it's that simple.
How so?
I think, for all we know, were. Their minds were already set before they told you anything. Considering how long, theoretically, they've done this, how much they've done to so many people, it don't think anything would have changed their mind.
Maybe. It just proves the point that maybe we're out of our league with this one. Maybe we need to set it off to somebody else. Hell, after all you've been doing, for what? How long has it been since you've been looking for me? Since we were 5? And how many loops has it been that we can't remember?
Well, it's not like I'm gonna stop now either.
Now that you've got a lead on it? And he kind of grins at you now. Now that you're finally getting someplace instead of running into multiple dead ends.
Yeah.
And he stands up. having been sat on the edge of the cliff face. Well, they're gonna start worrying. We should probably head back.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, you're right.
What? Do you have something else to say?
Do I? Let me think. Is there another important information that's I'm currently forgetting? Let's see. No, nothing.
All right. Well, let's head back. Probably have something people want to end up doing today. You can never catch a break, you know?
Not one.
And he laughs. Just come on. And pats you on the shoulder and starts to head off. Helia,
Da.
are you done having your nachos?
Yeah.
You will be in the top right corner.
Top right.
When I-
Got it. Anywhere? Oh, yep, there I am.
So while they had been talking and came back, there was really nothing happening. Valkyr insisted the day of, like the day after recovering, that maybe you should actually speak to a person that isn't him. And even if you are mad at him, he can just transport you via shadow, even if it is a dick move. But you had kind of brushed him aside, done what you wanted to do, gone to see the Dream Eaters, talked to the other rangers in the base, or whatever you think Helia might have done to avoid talking to people. What do you think she would have done? There's Dream Eaters and ranches, and there's the gardens and the arboretums and stuff like that.
Probably out of those things, the Dream Eaters, because those are the babies.
Hmm. So you spent practically the entire day just avoiding talking to people, recovering your spent spoons, and just vibing. And Valkyr did not interrupt you. If anything, Valkyr made the clear effort to be like, I'm not gonna get in the way of you recovering your spoons. I know how you get when you have to do multiple things at once that you didn't plan for, and usually it involves biting, and that's not thing I'm into.
Terrible, Ren. Terrible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But after that day has passed, he does approach you again, and you give the same rebuttal of you're just recovering spoons. It's just like if you really were recovering spoons, you'd understand that this was going to happen. And he pulls you through one of the shadows around the corner and just kind of spins you out into a room you haven't seen before that only one other person is occupying and is just looking at you now with a smile. And then Valkyr just goes, "Have fun," and disappears.
What a bit.
Yeah. And you, like, kind of sheepishly, I think, at first, are just like, "Sorry, I didn't think I had to speak with you," kind of sheepish.
Yeah.
And just kind of walks over, sits down in front of this kind of tall, lanky, well dressed woman of, like, good proportions. Like, she's symmetrically beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, she
Yeah.
has all the features that would be beautiful, but is just uncanny enough on the surface that people would find her creepy. But she smiles, tilts her head a little bit to the side, and goes, "Well, aren't you a delight?" I
I
suspect that
mean,
you need to speak to me about something.
shrug immediately. I don't know. Valkyr said someone wanted to talk to me, so.
Ah, yes, I was looking for one of the heroic groups. Um, I'm not sure if that's. And she looks over you for a second. And not in like a derisive way, it's more in the I don't know if you're fit to handle it way. One of those groups. I mean, no offense, dear lady. It's just things are kind of terse at the moment.
Am I supposed to know what that means?
Oh, no. I would suppose if you would wish to know, I can enlighten you, but I don't know if you'll be able to do it alone.
I mean, I'm here with a whole group of people. I can get one of them if you'd rather talk to someone who looks more impressive.
My dear, it's not about being impressive, it's about being able to handle your own against a tyrant who happens to be my son.
Just audible squinting, you know?
Now I know how that sounds. I know how that sounds. I raised him, yada yada yada. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's just the problem of he's adopted, and usually that doesn't deter me whatsoever. But he's something changed recently, and I won't bog you down with the details if you do not wish to hear it. But it's it's as if he's a completely different person. At least he was when I talked to him last, and when he tried to assassinate me with magic that I didn't know he had. As he's never been one for an inclination into magic. And then she kind of reaches down to the plate in front of her and like holds out like a breaded chicken finger and just like, "Do you want? You look famished."
I'm good, thanks.
Minecraft eating noises on her end. And it's kind of a jarring situation because she's a very like prim and proper. Even her accent is regal and refined, and she's just sitting here eating finger foods. It's a little bit of a jarring situation. And she's talking about things that are really depressing with a smile on her face. And notably, you do not see her eyes. Her eyes are covered by her bangs. So, are you willing to learn more about the situation? I do
I
think you're
mean,
apt for it. I just wonder if you have the demeanor that would associate itself with higher class society.
I think you'd want someone like Arthur or Tsubasa if you want someone familiar with higher class society.
No, I don't really care for, well, this is probably treason, but I don't much care for the nobility of the royal kingdom of light. They're a bit stuck up in their ways. Not that they're bad people, I just think that they have a way of doing things that I do not agree with. But then again, I
I,
am an archmage, so.
you won't find me arguing at least one set of nobles hates my entire friend group, so.
Oh, which one?
Any of them who have, let's say, inclinations against anyone who's not human.
That's a good number of them, dear.
Exactly.
Thankfully, that's only about half of them. The rest of them could not give a fuck less, if you'll pardon my French. I know the Vintera family, the one who houses all the wineries. They really don't care as long as you're a good patron. Otherwise, they might just kick you out of their wineries permanently. Myself, well, before my tyrant of a son took over, he was a good kid, just a bit power hungry. I suppose I should have saw it sooner. And she does look a little sad.
I don't think it's unreasonable that you didn't predict your child turning on you.
I just had hope that he would outgrow the feeling of needing power to prove himself. He does not. He's my son. But I don't think that's true anymore. Especially considering that there is, how should I say, a not me running around? Well, not anymore. I think that one tried to stab a higher ranked general, and I was accused of quote unquote hysteria. But I have been here the whole time, so.
That does make it kind of hard to stab people, yeah.
But they won't listen to me because I look like the one who did it. If you are up for the task, it will take quite a while. You will have to talk to people, go to different sites, talk to the Commonwealth of my lordship, of my household, which I think you would have the easiest time doing. They would trust someone who looks like them. But you would have to have someone of higher class to talk to the others. Does that make sense?
I mean, kinda.
So you would have an easier time talking to the Commonwealth, the people that aren't nobles or not knights or ranked generals. But to get all the information on the story, you would have to talk to those people. So you would need to bring someone along that could help you. I think the last place I was seen, quote unquote, I was seen, was on a world I don't think was supposed to have access to keyblades and magic, but got it anyway. So World Order is kind of upset there. You'll notice it immediately. And she kind of takes out her gummy phone, and you recognize that it's a personal phone. It's well decorated. It has all of the accoutrement of what you would put on your phone, and you know nobility isn't supposed to have that unless it is a personal item.
Hmm.
So she does take out her phone and sets in a set of coordinates. And you don't recognize the world that she shows you, but it does look, the icon, the logo that pops up, is a clockwork apple. And the name of it is obscure.
I feel like the floating question mark is fairly obvious here.
If you cannot see it, it is likely that you've never been there. But I can give you this coordinates to you and whoever you bring with you. It will be the first area you need to talk to people. There is an inventor there. I think you would recognize him quite easily. But he will not talk to you immediately. In fact, I think it's the worst option of the one that he speaks to will speak to you. And she kind of grimaces, as if she's done this song and dance before and does not like it.
I'm going to assume I should continue to not know what you're talking about.
You will be needing to look for one of two people on this world. And she taps the screen a couple of times while still holding it in your direction. And a pair of faces show up on her screen. One of a hooded figure dressed in white and red, and another kind of dressed in what you can only guess is that world's version of artificer gear. Like, you know what Alito is wearing. You know what Leo is wearing. I don't need to explain this to you.
Yeah, I've seen enough of Leo in the Assassin's Creed games to roughly know.
Yeah. That is what you see. You see the white and red hood and, like, cowl. And you see, like, the beige and brown and a little bit of reds and golds from the other person, with the other person being a grinning face with brown eyes with flushes of blue and just brown hair. It looks like a normal person. These two are the ones you need to find. They're going to be difficult to find because one of them is very bad at his job. Not in a, I should clarify. He's not awful to a point of getting caught. He is awful to a point of the one person he should not get caught by. He's always on the radar. So that's kind of a problem. You will not find him immediately unless he finds you. And same goes for the other one, pointing to the artificer-looking person. I can tell you their names, but you'll recognize them immediately. Well, one of them, I don't know the other one's name.
You don't know the name of the person you're sending me to find.
I know one of them. I can't. Am I supposed to know the name of every assassin that gets me? Alright?
I mean, I would assume you would know the name of the specific one you were going to send me after, yes.
I don't really know. I apologize. I just caught a picture of him when he had fell through the roof.
I don't think assassins are supposed to do that.
No, they are not. But like I said, he is bad at his job. You will find him. But this one, and points again to the one in Artificer gear. This one is named Leonardo da Vinci. I'm sure you recognize the name from history books.
Well, yes, he's pretty famous in artificer circles.
Yes. He is... Somehow, he's managed to find a keyblade. So he's probably holed up in his ensemble of helpers, trying to figure out what it is. And I need you to either stop him or help him. It is up to you.
Either or?
I mean, if you don't care about world order and you'd like an ally on your side, you can help him. She kind of shrugs. She doesn't seem like she cares that much. He will give you the information you need to start working on getting my son out of office.
And
she
your
pulls back her
son
phone.
is who?
My son is. And she sighs, kind of giving that air of she's been through this song and dance before. I should introduce myself. This is a bit rude. I'm Lady Arietta Cromwell, and my son is Lord Mason Cromwell. I need you to figure out where he got his power and cancel it, because it is not natural.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, he is, despite being a Cromwell, not magically inclined in the slightest. He is more fit in fighting and rumble and sort of. You know what I mean? He does not have magic. He's one of the few in our world system that just cannot use magic. So him having it is worrying.
Fair enough there, I suppose.
And she pulls her phone back and holds it out in that sense of like, have you ever seen people airdrop messages to people?
Good lord. Sort of.
Yeah, she's trying to airdrop them like the coordinates and the information that she's given you to your gummy phone, but is holding out waiting for you.
We'll produce the gummy from the pockets.
And she kind of taps the side of your phone in that like, here you go, manner. And your phone lights up with a shimeji of Anna. She's like, I hate to interrupt, but why is this a coordinate that you have been given?
Someone down here wants us to look into something for them. Why?
Because there are glooms on this world. Human-shaped glooms. I do not know how that's possible.
You're surprised by this?
Yes, because this is a locked world.
There
Or
were,
supposed to be.
there
Something
were,
seems to have happened.
there were glooms on, Sunset too, so who knows?
Well, are you aiming to go here?
I guess so.
Is there anyone you are taking with you?
I don't know. One of the others I've been told I'll probably need someone who's makes an audible popping noise. Actually a noble and not just someone random.
Why don't you take Tsubasa and Vince?
I mean,
Lance,
I can ask.
well, I only suggest those two, as Lance has returned to the ship and is currently in a tense situation with his family.
I hope he's
As
alright.
oh, he is all right. He is mostly explaining why his phone went to a dead signal when you guys were in the base.
Hmm.
I was only able to contact you because there was a signal I could latch onto.
Not entirely surprising. It seems like they don't want uninvited guests here.
You see, Arietta, Lady Cromwell, is just staring at your phone with abject delight. Just like, there's a small little thing on your screen. Kind of delight.
Yeah.
What is that? What do you have
Uh,
there?
it's, Anna. She's
Anna?
the AI for our ship, I believe?
That is a rare find. Not many ships come with, conscious AI.
We've been told our ship is a little weird, so not surprising there.
Interesting. Perhaps it will help you in the coming information gathering.
She's certainly been more than helpful already.
Is there anything Helia would like to ask Lady Cromwell about the thing that she is doing?
Probably ask if there's anything she needs to know about the world.
Are you a native of this world? Kingdom of Corona?
The audible, how do I explain this before deciding she's just not going to? More or less, I grew up here.
Well, they're about. And she taps the side of her jaw, thinking for a moment. They're about 20 years behind in terms of year cycles and whatnot. So you should be able to blend in quite well as long as you wear the appropriate dress.
I'm sure I can find something.
And make sure you tell whoever is going with you that it is roughly the Renaissance period. About mid to late Renaissance, yes?
Alright.
Is there anything else?
Unless there's anything you think I should know, I don't believe so.
Try not to summon your keyblades. If you have smaller weapons, such as daggers or short swords, those are common for that era. I believe your ship, if it has the loadout properly, might be able to fabricate at least something makeshift. Though I'm sure you could ask it. Her? Is it a her?
I've been talking to it like, not talking to Anna like she's a her, so...
Well, if you ask her, she might be able to recreate some of the weapons of that era.
Hmm.
But don't use your keyblades. The world order is already upset enough.
Alright. Certainly keep that in mind.
Where does Helia go to see if Tsubasa and Vince are willing? If she goes to those two at all.
Probably like the public areas. It's like where people usually like sit around.
Hey, Tsubasa,
Yeah.
where do you think Tsubasa would have taken Vince to talk to him?
Probably not a super public area.
There is some corners of the basement city. There's also going outside of the base if you'd really want that, but I don't think they would.
Yeah, no, he would have found a
There's
quiet.
also the bath area.
He would have found a quiet corner to talk to Vince.
I will put you in the bath area because there are quiet areas there.
There we go.
Having to set up all these things just so you guys can have a fun time. Awa.
Awa.
Oh, wow.
Just making sure you can move your tokens. Hold on. Here we go. Helia, you have been spending a good portion of time just trying to figure out where these two chuckle fucks went off to.
Yeah.
But, Tsubasa,
Yes.
what are you talking to Vince about? It has been a couple of days.
So probably about the dreams that he had been having.
Vince hasn't been saying much, just letting you talk it through. He seems despondent, almost. What do you want me to do about it? They're dreams. Memories, maybe?
I'm pretty sure they're memories, yeah, because I don't think my brain would have made up Victoria.
He flinches a little bit when you mention Victoria. What about her?
She actually was there with us, yeah?
Yeah, she was.
Then why did I forget her? Do the others even remember her?
He shakes his head. It's just you and me.
But how? Why? What happened that made everyone forget? She was always there.
She has been, like me, made into something else. She is a nobody, like I am a heartless. Undead, but not quite. We are two of a kind, I guess you could say. Being twins made it easier for them.
Just makes me wonder what happened that day even more.
It's not worth it.
Why do you always say that it's not worth it? I mean, there's bound to be more that I've forgotten, bound to be more that happened that day that I don't remember.
He looks away towards the open door. Someone's coming. Helia.
Yeah.
You're greeted by Sunny, as you had learned the gatekeeper, essentially, of the bathhouse, of just, in case it's getting too full, people are turned away, told to go have a private shower. And just, she looks up at you, smiles, gives a little wave, meaning that there's really nobody here to her.
Little wave back and continues on her way.
And Vince kind of goes, probably one of your friends. Starts to walk out without answering your question.
Alright, fine. Be that way.
Oh yeah, it is one of your friends. Helia.
Hey, Vincent.
What brings you? Didn't you just have a bath?
Looking for you two, actually.
You are?
Oh.
Anna recommended you guys as the best candidates for this thing I've been given.
What have you been given?
Some noble says she's been booted and that her son's taken over, but he's not acting like himself. And she's apparently been replaced?
So she has a doppelganger.
Yeah. So
He
it
also
would
got
seem.
Tsubasa.
Hmm?
He's kind of like looking for your confirmation on how you feel on the matter.
One more time.
You look at bleh, bleh.
Bleh.
He's looking for your confirmation on how you feel on the matter.
I mean, what are we supposed to do exactly?
Talk to some people, mostly? Well, we have to find them first, and some of them won't talk to me because, you know. And...
Is there a specific world we're going to, or
I couldn't see its name. The symbol on her phone representing it was like a clockwork apple almost.
where have I seen that logo before? He seems to like think for a moment.
Apparently, it's supposed to be a locked world like Sunset, but there are glooms on it. Also, one of the people we're looking for apparently got his hands on a keyblade, and maybe we should take that away from him.
That's a no. Vince doesn't remember.
Unfortunate.
Rolled poorly on that history check, huh?
Yeah.
It's okay, we'll just jump scare him when we get there, it's fine.
Oh
He kinda
my
shrugged.
god, no, it's John Wick.
What the fuck?
That fucking reference of just like talking and then, oh god, no, it's John Wick.
Markiplier going, Action Man? Who's Action Man? Oh my god, it's John Wick.
But it's just Vince
Vince.
going, Crafter? Who's Oh my god, no, it's Leonardo da Vinci.
Me. Me though.
Who gave his fuck ass a keyblade?
Yeah, no, Tsubasa does look a little concerned at the mention of a person on a locked world getting access to a keyblade. It's just like, maybe the glooms are there because of the keyblade?
Well, apparently, they also look like people, so who knows what that means. Terrifying concept, right?
I definitely don't like that, no.
Well, here's the thing about glooms. They infect people. They are, from what I remember, glooms are, they take hosts, amplify the negative, squash the positive. So yeah, them looking like people is kinda normal.
We have met 2 people with gloom stuff that look like people when they're gloomed. So who knows?
Alright, so when are we leaving?
I don't know. Whenever, I guess. I mean, I'm still mad at Valkyr and avoiding him, and I don't want to meet his parents while I'm mad at him, so I've been avoiding him. So we can leave now if you want.
That's a lot to take in, Helia. Are you good?
No, next question.
Do you want to be good?
Yeah?
Well, let's go find you something to fight. And I feel like
I
that's
don't
where we
want
cut
to
to Aster.
fight.
That's where we cut to Aster. Aster, where are you at?
Oh, currently, I see his bitch ass. I saw his bitch ass in the other map talking to Arthur. Currently, he is fucking ear deep into a book right now that if Arthur, Lex, or anyone else comes to find him, it is simply translated the study of nobodies and their connection to magic. He's trying to figure out how to summon one of these fucks.
Arthur's like, oh, I've read that one.
The head whip of... Is there a section on summoning?
Would I have to roll for that?
Go ahead and roll.
I have advantage. I fucking forgot it does that. Ugh.
Ew.
38 and a 21.
There is a sort of section on summoning, but it's not like detailed. Like that's a different volume that is not on the shelves here. But you've read that one as well, and you can kind of transliterate it if you want to.
Not the one you're holding. I did read the one about that. If you want some of the
What?
other information.
What's it called?
Okay.
Is it just volume 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see him immediately pull out his gummy phone and pull up the Keyblade equivalent of Amazon. Searching for nobody.
Get it on Kindle.
Fuck you.
Get it on a
but
Kindle.
No, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, he's kindling it. Immediately, it's like you just hear him go, $50. It's a steal. I really am privileged. Steal. Click.
Bro.
How much would it actually be to fully purchase this thing?
200 money.
Okay. So, 97,800 left.
You guys and your money.
Hey, I forgot I had that. I just haven't been... No one has asked me to, like, if I need to chip in for anything, so... Aster does kind of immediately start flipping through it. Hey, come here.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, Arthur. You want to join me somewhere? I'm going on a road trip.
In his head, he's like, this will probably lead into something. And he's like, sure.
Outwardly, he, as you say, sure, he just goes, it's gonna lead into some bullshit. I'm gonna be up front with you. Because I've been putting on the backlog for the amount of bullshit it's probably gonna be connected to.
In his head, fuck. No problem.
It's just that outwardly, oh, no problem, dude. Inside, fuck again! Again with this shit! Aster goes, I'm going to search for the Gawain Manor.
And you just hear from the fucking doorway, kind of like over here, you hear Lex go, "Why are you doing that?"
Which doorway? This map is laggy for me.
Over here.
Oh, okay, there he is. He just apparated into existence. Oh,
Mhm.
Back when I was Caesar, the identity issue, I went on a joyride on a Keyblade and kind of ran into Auntie Gwen. So, should probably mention, there are two people who are my godparents. The first one, begrudgingly, is Axel. The other one is Gwen.
Why are you looking for the manor?
Because she asked me. It's technically not the Gawain Manor I'm looking for. It's one of the safe houses that Mordred Drouet used.
You just see him take in like a full, 3-second long inhale. And then sighs.
You want to tag
You
along?
realize Mordred's fucking insane, right?
I'm going to say your full name. Are you ready for that?
Do you know my full name?
Alexios Ambrosi. I
That's
am
not my
two
full name.
people stitched. Fuck you. Two people stitched together. There's a royal prince that is probably screaming his fucking head off in his head behind me, and you are one of three pieces. What part of us is sane?
I'd like to think that I have some measure of sanity compared to both of you.
You're the only sane part of us. That's the problem. So should I book you? Should I grab you a seat with us, or?
Yeah, whatever. Fine, I need to get off this planet anyway.
Yeah, by the way, full on, we're probably going to run into some bullshit. If any of the history books that Miss Gwen's put out about Mordred is true, he was an absolute fucking nerd, and he was paranoid as fuck. I mean, who brings trees to life that only attack if you're hostile? How do trees know if you're hostile or not? Who does that? It's fucking weird. And you see him still flipping through his fucking Kindle of this book. Okay, this is okay. That's just
What are you reading?
How to summon nobodies.
Oh, I know how to do that.
Both of can Alexios and Arthur both give me an insight check?
Sure.
My insight. There it is. Low as hell. Oh, but I got pretty good.
Jesus.
Okay. Alexios. Both of them are little brothers. They know the urge. They know that face when an older brother is contemplating violence.
Do you need to take another lap?
No. No. I'm stealing your mana for this, but no.
What do you mean?
I feel like I should go. I feel like I should not be here, actually.
Alexios, you
I feel like I'm
think?
danger. And no, I'm gonna go. Bye. And
Misty,
just turns
grab
and
him.
starts walking.
Immediately there's the rank up symbol at the end of his finger, and Missy just grabbed the legs.
He casts freedom of movement on himself and keeps walking.
Oh, hands Arthur his tablet. I'll be right back. There's suddenly Sassy Russian following behind, muttering behind Lex, just motherfucker. The equivalent of motherfucker. I gave you the easy option. I gave you the easy option. Hand on the shoulder. Herald strength. Drag your ass back. I don't care if that's my one a day. Fuck off. Get dragged. Okay. So Alexios is coming. Lexi boy. I'm gonna call you Lexi boy for that fucking sass you gave me. Arthur, you wanna bring anybody? Any history nuts you know?
History nuts.
I mean, we're going to a historical place. I'm okay with knowledge, but
No.
if we need
when it
any...
comes to history, that's kind of what I've been doing. So,
Yeah.
as far as I know,
all
I'm
of-
both.
All of you know with your level of studying history that the Druid Manor, also what has been called in false textbooks as the Gawain Manor, has kind of been notated as a source of necromancy. Like, full on, if we're talking about schools of magic, time and death.
You know anybody connected to time and death in the magic pool?
Oh, I definitely know someone with necromancy.
Who?
Yeva. I've been needing to talk to her too, so this is perfect.
And Yeva is...
You should know Yeva.
Let's pretend that I've got a full 8 hours of sleep and haven't been reading the wrong book. Yeva is...
The person I've been working on about, for like 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Oh, isn't she the one who kind of went and got killed for a brief second?
That's not specific enough.
What? Specify.
The one at
Hey, wait a
Barbie's.
minute.
The one at Barbie's. No. The one at Barbie's.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
that
I
one,
know
yeah.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. The one where, like, right before I freaked out. Yeah.
Yeah. Taking his tablet.
Which, by
back.
the way, I
Very-
am sorry about that. Looking
It
at
was
her.
fair.
You had reason, my guy. Taking his tablet back from Arthur, by the way. Just going back to reading. I'm gonna have to fucking study glooms after this. Real quick, saving the time. Do either of you know how to summon a gloom?
Summoning's not my deal.
Holds up the book where he just said, "Oh, I've read that before."
That's because he knows nobodies, not summoning.
I'm gonna kill him. Hey, my hand didn't take a... I can grab a tablet with one hand, fucker. You get back here.
He has
I
freedom
never
of
saw-
movement on him.
Yeah, and I never said I'd let him go.
Freedom of movement means he can't be restrained.
He was letting you do that. Oh shit. He really wants to.
We should probably grab him, yeah?
I'm on my way.
You called Yeva. Should I call Yeva? Do I have Yeva's number? Whose numbers do I have? Like outside now. He has not looked at his phone for calling anybody, and Aster is just now realizing, God damn, most of my connections are through magic. What the fuck?
You're getting a wild look at both of you from Legs, and just like, can I help you? I was gonna head back to the ship, prepare everything.
Well, yeah. I'm following you for a reason. You know how to summon glooms?
No, I can summon elementals though.
Do I need to roll a history check to know what summoning elementals means?
You can try.
Sure, fuck it. We got a 4. No? No.
Nope.
Okay, I thought that was
You
an
have no
one.
idea what he's talking about.
What the fuck's an elemental?
I don't know. Maybe you'll find out one day. He keeps walking.
Maybe. And then he kind of like he goes back to reading, just following these two, because it's the book nerd thing of people are moving. I don't want to look up from the book. I'm just gonna follow them. And then it's like slightly looks up from his book. Poor Missy's being dragged through his shadow, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Andrew, you can let go. Missy, sweetheart, you can go. Sweetheart, switch to Imp. Just come over here. And like opens his jacket for her.
He just kind of steps through the portal, just a whoop, and he's gone.
There's a pause right here, looking at Arthur with evil intent. I feel so bad for this. My baby! As loud as he can before stepping into the portal.
Terrible. So I will say, it takes a little while to set up the side ship, the one that isn't entirely meant for extended adventure but can house several people. And when you're all set up, you find yourself kind of situated with Anna putting in coordinates so that you've given her. You're at the top, by the way. And did you contact Dieva at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like
Did
the
you
point
get
of Aster walking, the three of them walking, and then Aster going, "Hey, don't forget to call her, please."
Yeah. How do you tell Yeva as you're leaving the because your phone starts to go off repeatedly with messages that you weren't receiving.
Oh, what did I say?
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah. So a good number of them are from your father worrying about you after a certain point, because it's been a few days without you responding at all. Then your
Oh, no.
mother chimes in, and then you get a message from your little sister, which is
Pray
just
for us.
be safe.
Oh, she knows.
I don't think anyone heard me, but that's funny as shit. The minute you said you get a message from your mother, I said, pray for Arthur, he ain't gonna be with us long.
They're mostly like checking in on you, so if you respond, they'll like stop.
He's like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm with my friends and Lex.
Hey, can I have a sweet thing real quick?
Mm.
Aster's just gonna walk over to Lex and go, hey.
Hmm?
Shows his phone. My dad wants to check on you. You good? And just shows Julius specifically messages of checking on everybody Aster considers a friend.
Yeah, I'm alright. You don't need to worry
Okay,
about
cool.
me.
I mean, he's got reason to worry. Still. Oh, hey, by the way, you want to come over for dinner another time?
Sure, just not right now.
Clearly not right now. I'm mainly asking because between you and me, you guys have spoiled the Dream Eaters rotten. Dad is not upset about it, but it has increased the amount of puppy dog eyes he gets.
You hear a clattering of glass, metal, and cloth as Yeva is unceremoniously like dragged onto the side ship from having stepped onto the main ship. She just goes, ah! And she just falls.
Oh,
Aster, holding his tablet like a weapon. Oh, hello, Yeva. Putting it back down.
Hi. Where is this? I don't recognize this part of the ship.
It's the side ship used for whenever we need to not use the transporter ship. Long voyages, not for combat.
Okay. Explains nothing. I got the message, but what's the rundown?
Oh, 1 second actually. And Aster's going to look for in the Nobody book, he's going to look for a spell that is basically a zone of protection from any spying eyes.
That would be non-detection.
Yeah, he's looking for an area. He's looking for a zone of non-detection for a moment.
Okay. You're a cleric, I'm pretty sure you have that.
Yeah, he's just. I don't have it equipped, which is the problem.
It's either ranger or cleric.
I think it's ranger. I can check cleric real quick.
Mm-hmm. It's literally just called non-detection.
Known spells. Nope. Yeah, I don't have it.
No. That's fine.
So he's just gonna look for it real quick, see if it's in this book.
It's
Does anyone
about
have- and then
nobodies,
just
no.
open- Yeah, he's just gonna openly go. Does anyone have like an area of non-detection or whatever it's called?
no.
I mean,
They can
I
cast-
do, but why do you
Come
need
here.
it?
Come here, cast it. Because we're not in the safe zone anymore.
And she kind of like thinks for a moment before waving her hands in that manner of like wiping away something on a screen. And in a like 30-foot radius centered on her, you guys are safe from scrying and detection spells, meaning divination.
Okay. We're looking for we're looking for Drue Manor. My technical god mom, auntie Gwen, brought it up to me a long time ago, back when I had identity issues, and I never really got around to looking into it at all. So I want to, do her a favor. We got a lot of free time, and I think now's the time to build up allies more than it is enemies. So Oh, by
That's
the
a
way,
lot to take in. Thank you for the lack of clarification, but I kind of
Where do you-
follow.
just the hugging the tablet to his chest. What do you need clarified?
Why am I here?
Oh, the Drue Manor is famously surrounded by necromantic magic.
Oh, joy. Back to square one for me. And she laughs a little bit.
Is that a good laugh or a bad laugh?
It's a neutral laugh of like, this was her first realm of study laugh.
Cool. Just a thumbs up. Also, for clarification, this is basic. Imagine, how do I put this? Imagine the main ship is like a cruise. This is a buoy. For the other
Yeva is just
clarification.
like out of the corner of her eye, just going,
Don't worry about him. He's fine.
okay.
Yeah. If it's something important, he'll motioning to Arthur. He'll go over there. They're boyfriends.
Oh, congratulations, I guess.
Why are you dude? I'm dense as fuck on my own identity. That's like a fucking sunlight right there. We know.
But we're not, though.
Did you go on a date?
Yeah, but that's not exclusive to being with a partner, though.
What are you active? We're not getting into this. I gotta focus on studying this. And then just bluntly, you can use scan on nobodies?
Yeah, that's kind of one of their abilities. It's scan's kind of just a catch-all. You can use it on pretty much anything and anyone.
Like you just told the rat he's gonna be in the Walmart gift. Surprise. Hey Arthur, can I test something on you?
Sure.
Scan. And remember, this is true scan, level 3, 6 MP.
Mm-hmm. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Have fun.
Immediately, Aster just falls to the ground, going, "Motherfucker! Why did I do that?
What happened?
You're the fucking sun, you bastard!"
Your
Ah.
scan does, like, after a moment settle and register basically in whatever you define your scan's voice to be, it says Guardian of Light catalog.
Hold on. Go ahead.
It's whatever you deem your scan voice to dictate, like how it sounds. It says Guardian of Light cataloged.
This is gonna be heartbreaking. It's his mom's voice.
Oof.
Arthur?
Yeah?
Hold on. What does Guardian of Light mean to you?
Is there a deeper meaning? Because if not, he's gonna just...
I scanned you and immediately I heard a voice say Guardian of Light catalog.
I mean...
Or cataloged. My bad. Past tense, like you've been notified.
Other than the fact
You
that...
do you do know that there are such things as princes and princesses of light and dark. Guardian is probably the gender neutral term.
Oh.
Oh. I want Gava to realize this kind of like subtly. Both the sun and the demon just went, oh! Overwhelming light! Overwhelming darkness!
I actually
Complete
forgot
dumbass.
that's the actual term for that in the games. That's me.
Neat. And then he's just gonna very calmly go scan on Yeva. True scan on Yeva.
You get the response of basically like an error message.
What does an error message mean out loud?
Oh, for scan, it probably. Oh, sorry. I have something on here that prevents scan. And she takes off a ring on her finger and goes, try again.
Scan.
It brings up her name, her full name, Eva Amaray. And it brings up her first class, which is wizard. And it brings up like a good number of things about her. And then she puts on the ring again as you start to read into a couple of other things by like sheer curiosity, and it says error again. I'm just sorry. I just don't like people scanning me.
Okay. And then he kind of just stands up because he's been on the ground this entire time. He got flashbanged. You don't remain standing after getting flashbanged. Just stands up, looks at Yeva and goes, "Do you know how to summon glooms too?"
No, that's not really my thing.
I need to figure that out. And then he
Actually,
openly walks off to go
hang
hunt
on.
down. Yeah, bud?
Was Guardian of Light the only thing that showed up for me?
Yeah. It just said cataloged Guardian of Light. Like I'm pretty sure if I use scan and focus on you, it's gonna GPS to you, dude. Let me go test that. And he runs upstairs. Runs all the way openly to where Lex is. Hi, bud. He lied to them.
Alright.
Yo, Lex.
Yeah? He's just looking over the edge as everything's getting set up on Anna's end.
I've figured out that you can scan people. I thought that was just for creatures.
No, and I would prefer if you didn't.
Am I not gonna like what I see?
I'm in 3 separate pieces. What do you think?
I scanned Arthur and I got flashbang, dude. I can't get much worse.
And he just waves as if to say, do what you want.
He doesn't. He goes to stand by him and he goes, "True scan, Arthur." And he's gonna just look away from Lex and kind of out. Does it do... He's gonna burn the scan. Does it GPS to him?
No.
Damn.
However, on the corner of your vision, because scan is a like 5 to 10 foot radial, your scan in your mother's voice goes, error.
Error. Another one?
Anomaly detected.
He's going to try and focus on the anomaly.
Kind of following where the line of anomaly is leading you to, you stare kind of at Lex, who's trying to step away now to get out of the range of your scan as you look at him. But it's not quite enough. There's something clouding him. And your scan goes, error, anomaly detected. Again.
He'll burn one more scan detect anomaly, or rather scan the anomaly.
It reads as a toxin. But it seems that you don't have the information present to detect exactly what it is. You know it's there. It is in his mana, in him, in his body, somewhere. And you kind of pull back instinctively to see, like, maybe you can find the source of it by looking at the bigger picture. And he tries to step away again, but you catch the kind of tail end of your scan, and it's all across him, like a virus. And he steps out of range, and your scan diminishes. I told you I don't like people scanning me. And the device behind him starts to whir to life as Anna has fully set up the contraption.
Aster is remaining quiet for a purpose, and eventually just goes, "Sorry, I should have respected you and what you requested. My dick for not doing that, or is it autism?"
He frowns and kind of looks back out again. So you know now. Or at least I think you do.
I know a lot of shit, but I don't actually know anything.
Well, what did your scan tell you?
Anomaly, poison, all over you.
Yeah,
Not a name.
that's what I thought.
Didn't give me a name. Don't know enough. Like I said, I know a lot. I don't know shit.
Don't worry. I'm too stubborn to go down that easily. Come on. And he smiles.
He watches him just kind of without. There's like an odd kind of sense of how Aster is watching him.
And he starts to walk off.
As he kind of walks off, there's just this small green tent to Aster's watch. Before it goes back to Violet again, and it's just, okay. Hey, by the way, I'm gonna
Yeah?
try. Do you know the coordinates we're heading to?
Vaguely. We've been there before.
Yeah. Just set up the basic coordinates and come below deck. I'm gonna try
Alright.
some. I'm gonna try basic summoning circles for nobodies, and I need to make sure to have someone who knows what they're doing, kind of shadowing me.
Alright. I mean, why don't you just ask Barbie?
Can she summon them?
She is, in fact, a goddess. I would be surprised if she didn't.
This next one's gonna sound weird. Do you have a guitar?
No, I think. Well, I used to. I think, Arthur should have it.
Openly and in the most embarrassing voice he can muster, RD, and starts moving down.
How.
Yeah.
What has Arthur and Yeva have been talking about while those two have had a interesting heart to heart?
He starts to laugh like, I have so much to tell you, but first and foremost, I have an offer for you.
Yeah? An offer?
I would like you to offer you a job as a researcher for the Kingdom of Light.
She shuffles kind of nervously. It was like, I don't know. I've been working very hard on trying to be a part of the research committee, but they keep rejecting me. Are you sure it would be okay?
Yes, I have worked with you for over 3 years. I have seen how... I have seen you work.
Okay, then yeah, I'd love to.
Alright, just to let you know, there are some benefits. Good healthcare, mental, physical. We also have dental.
I get dental.
No, you don't get dental.
And she kind of laughs and goes, "Thank you, but I'm mostly trying to avoid my father over there.
Oh?
Yeah, he's currently the head court mage after the last one disappeared."
I don't think you'll have to ever bump into him since the castle's so big.
Okay, I trust you. Arthur,
Yes.
I need you to make the note of Yeva being a permanent researcher for you.
Where's Yeva? I know I have... Oh, here we go.
She is now one of your permanent allies.
There we go.
If you would like to make the note, she is specialized in necromancy, death, the study of time, and specifically minor elements of gravity.
Necro, time, death, gravity. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Alright.
All right? She does seem to relax knowing that she's got a position somewhere. You said you had something else to say.
Yes, on my recent mission, I encountered a form of concentrated bout of light and dark.
Oh? And she seems interested now.
Aster had summoned a being that I didn't catch the name of, but it had come with... yeah. He might just be mentally blocking it because horse with many leg.
Oh, I thought I was muted.
And it came with a lance that had so much power in it. Yeah, and it was concentrated a light and dark. So maybe we could concentrate the energy into physical items.
I mean, that would make sense. It needs like a conduit of some kind. It
Mhm.
just usually hurts when it's a person. Do you think it would be easier to try and make something to house it then?
Maybe. Would materia work?
I mean, if you can get your hands on a full materia, maybe.
Was the one he got from fucking that room a full one? Was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I actually have, coincidentally.
You guys in your luck. I'm not sure if it's good anymore. I think it's just weird.
Yes. Oof. Things just happen. Where do I have it written down? There it is. I guess when we have the chance, we should work out on that.
All right. Aster, what are you doing?
Artie! Yo!
If you come down when he's turning around, he's be like, "What the fuck?" He just gets that face like, "Why did you call me that?"
Yo, you got a guitar?
It's on the ship
Where?
in my room.
Nice. I need to call my goddess.
Do you want me to get it?
I know where your room is. And then just walks through the door.
Whoa, hang on.
You are leaning back through the door. You flashbanged me, motherfucker. I can see where
That's
that
your
is.
fault, not mine.
Fuck you! What are you guys talking about, by the way?
Job offer.
Cool. Welcome to the team.
Thank you, I guess.
Alright. Oh, by the way, I'm contacting my goddess so that I can learn properly how to summon nobodies. I'm not gonna do that in my room alone. I learned my lesson last time. So, probably before and after we eat, I'll start trying for basic summoning circles. Thumbs up.
All right.
And then just slides to the doorway. That way he is not at fault if shit hits the fan because he's doing this. You are all properly warned. And he's just gonna go to, where is Arthur's room? Probably this one. With the fucking writing. It's either this one or this one. One of the two that has like the obvious station for writing. Do you see a
Either
guitar?
way,
Yeah.
I think the guitar is pretty obvious. I think it would be easier to notice that it's a left-handed guitar.
Oh, well, this is gonna be an issue. But not for me. He's gonna go ahead and, do I roll performance for this one?
Yeah.
Hip? I think that works.
Yeah. She kind of sighs, kind of half mentally, half physically, and goes, "Yes."
Hi.
Hello? What do you need?
Like, there's she would immediately catch the genuine contemplation of, like, the thing he wants to know versus in his head the thing he needs to know.
You can ask both.
How much time you got?
I'm about to go into a meeting, so not very much, but go ahead.
My friend's sick. A true scan called it an anomaly. It covers his entire body, kind of fogs him up.
I'm afraid without the name of the sickness, I can't really do anything for you.
I figured. It's Alexios. He's split into 3
Huh.
parts.
I noticed it too. I don't know what it is.
Well, I might visit sometime soon and check the libraries. Maybe there might be something to describe it there.
Maybe. It might be in the older archives. I could give it a look after this meeting.
Okay. When I do come by, do you want me to bring my dad's gumbo?
If you insist.
Also, I got a book. I'm learning how to summon nobodies. Any tips?
remain calm. They react to calmness and logic.
Terrifying.
The more unstable you are, the more likely they are to turn on you.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Is that all?
One more thing, and like he does kind of like give the mental orders to Zippy to ruffle through his bag, and he'll pull out the bag of water that he got from the pond.
Mm-hmm.
I offer this as tribute for your time and your knowledge. I don't offer tribute often, and I should do it more, so this is my attempts.
There's a pause. Where did you get this?
Land of Corona, just outside a base of secret people.
This is moon water. This will recharge your mana instantly.
I know
I
where
have
to
no
get
need
more of
for
it.
it. Well, I have no need for it. I have an infinite well.
You are Barbie the kind. You will find who needs it the most. And I know where to
I
get
suppose.
more, so...
I suppose. Thank you. And you blink, and that tribute is out of Zippy's hands.
Zippy just looks, oh, what the fuck? This silly little fucking dude movements of like, oh, oh. Someone that just watched their first episode of David Copperfield. What happened?
Where'd he go?
He's look, I know that when you're gonna stand on your back foot and look like you're floating. Gerald, I'm the one floating. You know exactly what I'm referencing.
Terrible.
Yeah, but after a while, he does properly say goodbye in the transmission, in the tribute and whatnot. Immediately looks at Zippy. Stay calm. How fucked am I?
Hey, what's the time on our recording so far?
We're at 1 hour and 38 minutes.
Who wants to go next? I feel like it's a great place to like leave off for next session, but it's also like 1 hour and 30. Because if I start anything right now, it's gonna take 2 hours.
Fair enough.
I mean, to be fair, the only people who can go next are me and Helia.
Mm-hmm.
So do
And
you
that will absolutely take like 2 to 3 hours. I feel like this is, and this is kind of a cop-out, I know, but I feel like this is a good place to call it for before my trip.
I mean,
No, it's not a cop out.
This was basically a catch-up session, so I don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've set my spells. I have given tribute. I have all the knowledge. Aster's good.
And Yeva is a permanent like ally for you guys too.
Which is a damn good fucking like catch up moment. And we
Yeah,
have
so
the
I think
start.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to call it.
So stop recording then?
Mhm.
Alright.